Okay, the school year is winding down. That means pretty much everything is done, but 3 things. Tomorrow is my last day of class, so I've got 3 classes I need to go to. Then I'm done with classes, and then I have stuff next week for finals. Well, what it seems is that I've got a paper that's technically due tomorrow. That's gone. That's one. That's one thing that's technically left. I just need to turn it in. 2, there is my paper that I need to do for my cultural history of late Imperial China, History 323. And that needs to be done because it's due Wednesday. And that, and what it is an analyzation of the movie Hero, starring Jet Li. And that's so I've got to go through the historical pieces of it, the legend or story that this particular thing is molded on, the Taoist 5-color theory. Teacher made sure to tell me that thing, like, first off, and she said to make sure I get through the Taoist 5-color theory. So I've got to go and look that up and do some stuff on that. I got to find out when my friends are having their finals to see if I can scoot a little time in with them and have them help me. Okay, that's that. Okay, so that's number 2. And this I'm going to combine with my last one. I've got a presentation also to do. The presentation, I'm not going to have any problem with doing. I know I can get enough information to do a 10-minute presentation because I'm going to use some video clips from the movie. So I can sit there for about a minute apiece and let the clip just roll. And hypothetically speaking, if I really wanted to, I could just find the particular clip on YouTube if I wanted, because we've already used YouTube for a couple other things in class already. And so I've got the presentation and the paper due Wednesday. That's fine. And then I've got a composition due, all in hiragana and katakana for my Japanese class. And that it has to fill not necessarily an entire page, but the entire page, and you have to at least get to the last line. So that means there are 400 character boxes in the entire thing, and I have to fill up at least 381 of them. Shouldn't be that hard. It's just the hard part is figuring out what you want to write and then going and doing it. That's the easy part. That is due Thursday. And that when I go in for next thing on my list, my oral exam. That is technically my final in the Japanese class. That I'm going to have to work on a bit. That one, I'm not so worried about it. The big 800-pound, the monkey on my back right now is the paper for my Chinese cultural history of late Imperial China class. So I've got to go and do that. Like, either tonight or Friday night. Because if I can wrap that up by Monday, then, oh man, am I going to be in good, doing well. Because Sunday I'm going to get help with my Japanese composition. Therefore, I can probably let this thing drag into Tuesday. And everything will be fine. But that's kind of how it is. And that year is winding down. Normally, I just have finals to deal with. I can take tests. Tests are fun. And in fact, 2 of my classes, well, one of them technically is already canceled. And that one said, okay, well, your final paper is going to be, like, double. So it'll be both your final paper and your, like, final. So that's no big deal. And the other one is pretty much a shoo-in because I believe I have an A in there right now. And he said, as long as you're, like, doing well and then you get, like, all 5 of your little writing assignments from the year in, by the end of the year, then you'll be fine. So there's, like, 2 of those gone, so I only have one on Wednesday, which is, like, my presentation/paper thing. Then I've got 2 on Thursday. One is my One is my macroeconomics, which I'm not really worried about. It's been relatively easy all year. And then my other one is my Japanese one, which I'm a little more concerned about. But I guess I just have it different because I really haven't had the sustained homework effort that everybody else does. Everybody else seems to always have quizzes or tests like every single week. Me, no, I may have like a paper every week, but people also have papers every couple weeks, and then like your big then a couple page dealie at the end and whatnot. But I've got a 10-page thing I just finished, and then I've got a 10-page thing coming up. Pardon me, I don't seem to be getting the proper amount of sleep at night, even though I'm getting 8 hours at a time. So I'll try and figure that one out later. But yeah, year's winding down. Things are coming to a close. And for most people, it's a little bit of anxiety, but for me, it's kind of, I just need to get 1 or 2 things done, and then it's gone. And then I can just, like, sit and, like, game until I have to go home. Or until they kick me out of the dorms, either or. Either way, it'll be fun. But yeah. I think that's all I have to say for this video. Have a good Thursday evening, Friday morning, day thing.